Today I want to demonstrate the true power of GraphScad and the OpenScad. And the real power is through parameters and in being able to do parametric drawings. So I've taken a bunch of measurements for a T-slot for a CNC machine, and so I want to make a holder, and I've measured a few parameters. So let's start and putting down the parameters. So the parameters are declared like so. You can copy. I have a few parameters, so string them all one next to the other. Now, the thing that's not so obvious is they all have to be tied together like that. And so I have a few parameters that I can set. One of them is the thickness of my base. And too bad we can't tab to the next value, but maybe that's to come. I certainly made a recommendation for it. These were measured values on the actual table, and this is going to be an actual project or product. So here's my width, and my width is 29. Make it 150 millimeters. And now I need a T, the inside T width. So I like this one because it says twit. And that's half inch. 12.5 millimeter, and I have more parameters to come, so copy and so I'm still setting. Alright, so all my parameters are set for my drawing. So now I need to start drawing my primitives. So this is actually going to be a channel or a bar that fits into a T-slot for a CNC machine. I need 2 cubes and 1 cylinder. Okay, so the first cube is going to be the base, and so the thickness, the width is going to be 20. Set it already, and you see it appear right here. That's the width of the first one, and oh, it wasn't the height, it was the thickness. There we go, that's better. And center, we're going to choose true, and TZ. I'm in Canada, so it's TZ. Elsewhere, it could be TZ. I'm going to offset that by the thickness divided by 2. So it should be over my 0. And over here, I'm going to offset by the length. Oops. Okay. On to the next primitive, which is the other cube. Yeah, so where's my other cube? You can see it. It's tiny. Oh. Here we go. Right, so there's that fits in my T-slot right there, and now I have my cylinder to make. So the radius, with my calipers I was able to read the diameter, so the radius is going to be half that. and the height is going to be the total heights. We'll choose +1 just for good measure. Now this is going to be a hull, so it doesn't matter if it's a little taller. And we'll make it go through. There you go. So it goes a little over here and under here. And so what happens here, I just make an operation, and I need a Boolean, and it's going to be a difference, so it's going to be a sum, a union, so I need to add these two together. And now I need another Boolean operation, Boolean. And now I need the difference between this and that. And of course they're not at the right place, and I only have one hole. So I need a for loop. Control statement for. I need to plug this in here. I need to plug that in there. And so the variable is I. It doesn't show here. I think it shows when you zoom right in. The variable is I. So I need to bring the I on Y. And I need to make a few little things here. So I want my start to be now I worked it out before, so I could save you the headaches of trying to do this. It's not that bad. Is the length, oops, divided by 2, bracket that, parentheses that, divided by amount of inserts, which was one of the parameters that I put in. So what happens here? I can't see it. Right, start at that. So end at length, and step would be, you see now the steps are just 1 now. And now the steps are going to be the length divided by amounts. There's a little problem here. Okay. I had a typo, I guess. Right. So that's better. Okay, so what makes the parameter? I had a typo earlier, so it didn't work well, and now we can see through, and it makes a nice hole. I have a threaded insert to put in there, and what happens is, what if you need to change the size? Well, if you're in a standard CAD, you would have to change your drawing, but this is not the case with this. All I have to do to change any parameter is just plug in the new number. For example, if my length now is 200 millimeters instead, it equally spaces my holes again, and it puts everything nice and spaced out. If I decide to use more holes, so 10 instead, it just makes more holes, recalculates the spaces and everything. So it makes for a very, very powerful tool. Of course, this is much like a mold, so you spend a little more time to make the drawing respond to parameters, and then everything is programmable after that, or everything. So if I change the size to the length to 3, well, too small. I change the size to 100 millimeters. Change the amount of holes to 3 or even 2. It just makes everything nice and proportionate and working with parameters. And this is just a few blocks that were put together, so it's extremely powerful. And I hope that I was able to demonstrate what parameters could do for you. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments below. Please subscribe, because I need subscribers to keep doing these videos. I think that GraphScad is definitely a program to download, especially for the non-CAD people but want to do mechanical things. It's just a phenomenal addition to OpenScad, and I would like to really thank the maker of this, the designer of this, for putting it out for free. Thanks a lot. There are more videos to come, so please subscribe.